Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. And on the mound in this one, Cody Ponce. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
And stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. And that's outside. And this one is off and running. That one fouled off.
Let's go, Cody.
Hey! Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Varsho makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now batting Jarren Duran.
The designated hitter, Jarren Duran.
Come on, Cody.
And that one fouled off. Runner takes off. Foul ball there. Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Contreras now.
The first baseman, Wilson.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
And that's in for a strike.
1 and 1.
And the count even at 1. That's down and in.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Take your base.
Batting fifth.
First and second, 2 outs. Abreu now at the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0 and 1.
Duran over at second. Contreras at first. 2 out of the inning. Fought off foul.
Strike him out.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Johan Oviedo. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
George Springer, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that is out of play.
Hey!
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2. And downstairs. The other way. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And the batter now, Addison Barger. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
Oviedo checks the runner. And Springer's in there safely. Runner at first with no outs here.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2-1.
At the belt and fires. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Outside. And that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
That's a ball.
A little bit low. Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident. And there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
No outs, runners at first and second. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Here comes Springer around third. Safe on the board first, it's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Dalton Varsho in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
First and second here, no outs.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And there's a ball. And that'll load the bases.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Tap foul at the plate. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Runner from third comes across. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Guerrero on third. Varsho at second. Kirk at first with no outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, and there's one down. Now the third baseman.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Golden opportunity right here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And he boots it. Vladdy coming around third. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's Andres Jimenez. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. This one in the air, center field. Rafaela under it. That is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carlos Narvaez. Punts. Back to work. And a foul ball. That's too low. Ball 1. Fouled off down the right side. And that one's a little bit low. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Clement throws to first and quickly one away in the second. And stepping in is the speedy Caleb Durbin. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Strike 3 called on a slider at the knees. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. That's out to center field. Varsho after it. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
That's one out the bottom of the second. So the lineup flips over. Here's George Springer, 1-for-1 with a single and a run scored so far. Close one doesn't get the call. Ball one.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's one misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Right fielder.
Man at first, Addison Barger. Next up for the Blue Jays. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And that drops in for a strike. And a curve is down and in. Man at first, one away.
Runner.
Springer on the run. And that one hammered back there. And that ball is gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. It's 4-0. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. He reached out a walk his first time. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Ball one there.
That's inside.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at bottom half of inning number 2. Good eye right there.
2-2 the count.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Struck him out looking. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Still stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Rafaela in his 3rd season, 24 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Gloves it on the dive from his knees. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder Roman Anthony.
At the plate, Roman Anthony. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Trevor Story, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Story.
Inside, and that's ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
There's a strike, 2-1 now. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Swings through that one. 2 outs, base is empty. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean,
up next
so close.
The designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Jarren Duran. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Pickoff throw. Story back in on a dive. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
In the dirt. Story off of first with 2 away.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Set for the bottom of the third, and now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. That one not close. 1-0.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The left fielder.
Jesus Sanchez digs in now.
Sanchez.
Check swing, and he held up. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's the third baseman. He's 0 for 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there are 2 down. Here's the
Now
shortstop at the plate. Andres
Andres.
Jimenez. Fly to center his first time. And ball 1. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting,
really nice job
baseman,
staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Stepping in, Ernie Clement.
That's a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. And that one is lifted in the air. Anthony on his way over. He's got it. And that's the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
Elly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Not even close there, and it's 2-1.
Outside, that's a
now
ball.
in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
And now, Wilyer Abreu. That's outside. And that is ball 1.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Back up the, oh, that got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound.
Back-to-back singles. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Off balance feed, there's 1 to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Durbin, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Contreras crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Marcelo Meyer, and that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Durbin leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Missed inside with the curve. Backed off the plate that time.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The Red Sox trailing by 3, top half of inning number 4. Runner on the go. Pitch way inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's George Springer to start it off. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now pitching for the Red
New
Sox.
pitcher for the Red Sox, Ryan Watson.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Barger, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Breaking ball misses down and away. No outs. Runner on second. Next offering misses. 2-0.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location.
Jumps, but it's off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir.
First and second, no outs.
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next up for the Blue Jays. A changeup missing. Ball 1. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score easily, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Gets the call. That's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Goes down looking. Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And that's in there for strike 1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 2.
Sanchez.
That one hit to right. Abreu makes the grab, and that will end the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. Punts back to work.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering upstairs.
You know, these Red Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
This to third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 away here in the 5th. And here is Roman Anthony.
The left fielder, Roman Anthony.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
In the air, left field, down the line. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox.
Story.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Rip towards third. Throws across the diamond, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Jays, number 25.
Number 25.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
That misses the zone. 1-0.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That one missed. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. That one outside. And that's ball 3. Up the middle, he gets there with the slide. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Now
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
Jimenez.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman.
So up next, Ernie Clement. Both 2 in this one. And that's in for a strike. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Top 6. And now the DH, Jarren Duran. Duran measures 6 feet 2 inches, 205 pounds, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That's a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
The first baseman,
a walk,
Wilson
and he's also single.
Contreras.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
All game long, he's really done a great job of keeping these hitters guessing. You've got to play with that front foot, and he's done exactly that, keeping them off balance.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Now
So
batting,
stepping in for
right
Boston,
fielder,
Wilyer Abreu.
Abreu.
Right down the chute, and that's strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
On the ground to third, and that one handled. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays,
hitter,
George Springer.
Springer.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And that's
Ball,
off
inside.
the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
That's down.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that misses off the outside edge.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Abreu sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
And they'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Brings it in, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Brandon Fisher.
63.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Narvaez checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Rule the swing. That one pushed foul. Narvaez tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Now it's the second baseman, Caleb Durbin.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First pitch misses. Fisher is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Swing and a base hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now Marcelo Meyer. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
2 balls, no strike.
In the dirt, blocked. Durbin, the base runner at first with 1 out. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2-2 now.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
The center fielder,
Cedon Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Now pitching for the Red
We're
Sox.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Giovanni Moran.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And the batter now, Dalton Varsho. A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Varsho.
And that one clips the corner. He swings and fouls one off. Next one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And there's a ball.
Full count.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Kirk, the next to hit, takes outside. Nobody out. Runner at first. And there's a foul ball.
Come on, Blue Jays.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 6-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Sliced hard but foul. One on, nobody out, a run in here at the bottom of the seventh.
That's out.
And that one missing low. Right through there for a strike. And it remains 2-2. Runner at second, nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now the third baseman.
Now batting, number 25.
Just missed. One out and a runner at second. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Inside, ball 2.
Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Missed with a changeup. 3-2 now. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. And now Andres Jimenez. 1 for 3.
Jimenez.
Two outs and one in scoring position.
Ball.
And now 2 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner at second, 2 down. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brendan Little.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
So back to the top of the order. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Roman Anthony. And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit, right side. Clement over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Inside just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that skips into dirt. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Duran.
So now the DH spot, Jarren Duran.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the ground, and that squirts through. And now 2 aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
Counts
that
1-0.
one almost got him. Story on second. Duran over at first with 1 away. And another ball.
Ball 3.
In the dirt. And the runners will move up.
Heads up base running right there.
In there at the knees. Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, Not everything is in your control.
That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Greg Weisser.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. 0 for 3 in this one.
Clement.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Popped up. Meyer. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Now batting,
and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Springer.
And first offering is fouled off. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. One down, base is empty. That's to third. Meyer slings to first. That takes care of Springer.
Now batting.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. There's a strike.
One more, baby, let's go.
Just missed.
Ball, that's down.
Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Tommy Nance.
For the Blue Jays, number 45, Tommy Nance.
And here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So a man at first. And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. Nance in his 3rd season, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Just off the outside edge, and now 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Narvaez on at first, nobody out. And that one pulled foul. Nance sets, fires. Roll to short, could be 2. Flips it, 1 at second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
The batter,
and stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch is outside.
Two balls, one strike.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Laser could be trouble. Coming home. Play at the plate. Got him. So the Red Sox down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Coming home, fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
And here is Roman Anthony. The Red Sox down by 4 here at the top of the ninth. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Nance is just one strike away. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunging, but it gets down. Coming home. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.